Oh, Jesus.
Imagine multiple.
Listen, man, I hit a bitch one time, man, the baby was bouncing all over the bed.
Cut through the texture of pasta, I stretch to the father. My demons can't be stressing my daughter. Sweat beanie Hana, know it's a rap. Wet enchilada.
Deion Sanders is the greatest football player, arguably, to ever live. Ed Reed, the greatest safety, arguably, to ever live in the entire universe. All right? Why y'all not going on live? Miami been trashed for fucking how long now? God damn.
I like you got off some skates in. I like you got off some skates in. I like you got off some skates.
I want somebody in the event, something like, say like, I love oxtail. If I can eat some that tastes like oxtails while I'm down there, just for that moment.
He's on my back, you know what I mean? And, you know, I think, you know, I feel like his thing is like on my neck.
I've had two guys.
Same time?
No, I'm not that girl.
Man.
The best motherfucking podcast in Orlando, Florida.
You already know.
We appreciate Sunshine it. State, man.
Welcome back. You're back on the bench podcast with Bubba and Pink, home of sports, music, and mayhem. Don't forget we're available on all, and I do mean all podcast streaming platforms, including here on YouTube. Please like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Gotta get used to this angle because the last couple of weeks it's just been us two, and it was like straight ahead, so it's like, you know,
gotta work out the angles.
Let me make sure this audio working. Yes, it is. So we're good to go. We got Sid joining us today to talk about all of this good stuff. She's a friend of the show now, so you guys should be used to her.
Hey, everybody.
We're going to be talking about this Kevin Hart roast. We're going to be talking about where LeBron James is going to be playing at next. Chris Brown is receiving some negative comments. NBA playoffs, all of that good stuff here today on the bench here, man. I hate
What's so funny?
Let us in on the joke.
Because I changed my opening here. And you know what? I need to do something. And this is going to be because I told this guy I was going to do it, and I see that I don't have it here. I'll do it at the end of the show. Sorry. I said I was going to open the show, and I changed my mind.
Oh.
And then I may circle back to it now. So,
okay.
Fuck it, right?
Yeah.
I had a thought last week. You got to hear me out, Pink. You got to hear me out on this.
So you suspect I'll disagree?
No, you won't disagree or agree.
Oh, okay.
It's just, you know, I really believe, right? And you got to blame how I was raised on this. I believe I fully maximized my I feel like I fully maximized my sexual life and experience, right, throughout my life, given the tools I've been given, the money I've made, the tools I've been given down low, all of that stuff. I feel like I fully maximized. And I say that because my dad used to, when I was growing up, my dad used to get so pissed at me. Like, he used to get mad because, like, I wasn't smashing any of my sister's friends. When I was your age, I was smashing all of my sister's friends and all this and that. And I wasn't doing none of that. And my cousins and my uncles, and, you know, I was like the lame sheep of the family. So, and I just want to let them know today that I've done pretty well. You know, my granddaddy is not here, and all these guys who are no longer with us, Uncle Arthur, all these guys who have made these type of remarks, when I was younger.
But can you say you maximize? Because you're almost simultaneously confessing that you left a lot on the table.
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's
You said you maximized.
I fully maximized.
But yet you're saying you could have, you know.
So is that the wrong term I'm using? 'Cause I feel like it's the correct term.
To maximize is you got everything you could have out of your.
I did. That's what I'm saying.
But you left all your sister's friends out there.
Oh no, that's you know, no need to throw whatever, but I didn't leave anything out.
I think you're just proud of your accomplishments.
It's not an accomplishment, but what I'm saying is, I'm just saying like it's not an accomplishment and it's not even a lot. What I'm saying is these people they can just be proud. When I was there's like different life events. Listen, let me get this out too.
I just have to get this image of like there's like 3 or 4 old heads in heaven just nodding.
You know what I mean?
That's our boy.
It's another old head in heaven that should be nodding because it's just different life events that led me to thinking like this. Because when I was in Atlanta, my ex, right, her dad sat me down in a bar.
I remember this.
Right, sat me down in a bar. And he was like, man, you need to go ahead and just marry my daughter, man. Like, look at you. You're not gonna find anybody better than her. He's like telling me this. Look at you, man. You don't have no money. You ugly. What are you doing? This is the best you're going to be able to do. He's sitting me down in the bar and telling me this. He's dead ass serious.
I don't understand how you like just kind of like endured that conversation.
Yeah.
That's wild to me.
Yeah. Then he was like, look at your family and this and that. Now, a month later he commits suicide. And so I left that.
Hey, he had it coming.
I left that bar saying, now I have to sleep with some of the baddest women I can just to prove to him.
Yeah.
And I was going to do that, and then I was going to send him pictures and videos.
You should have bagged his wife.
At the funeral.
I was going to send him videos and all that stuff. I haven't been able to, but I'm hoping that he's up above. And he's like, you know what? I was wrong, Bubba. I was wrong. I'm hoping he can say that.
So maybe he gets an assist.
Maybe so.
A little motivated you?
Maybe so.
You know?
A little motivation.
There you go.
A little
I
motivation.
like it.
Yeah, that's it. That was a roundabout way. That was a long way to get to what I was trying to say, but yeah.
Yeah,
But whose criteria are you using to say that you've maximized your own?
That's what I'm saying. The old heads that have been in my life.
That have
I'm using
questioned.
their
based
criteria.
on their criteria.
Based on
you've
their
done-
criticisms.
Okay.
Based on their criticisms and all of that stuff. Yes.
There's a whole nother way to say that story.
Yeah, that was pretty rough.
These was rough thoughts that were going. I didn't have time to put them together.
That was a rough draft, everybody.
It was a rough
It's
draft.
not the final cut.
It was a rough draft.
You're gonna work that out.
Yeah. Rough draft. I'm here to work. You guys. That's what you guys are here for. You guys are here to edit FMLA format.
That's what I was trying to say. Like when you went to maximize, that was a big statement.
Okay.
That's like no pussy left untouched.
That's not.
I should do them all. Ain't nothing been unturned.
Or the other thing is like with the maximize, and then it's like with what you've been given. It's were you given like a baby pinky?
A baby pinky go crazy.
What are we talking about?
I'm just saying I'm not Uncle Lilo.
But that was a lot of weird stuff. I mean, you could have just said it like you took a lot of heat as a younger man for letting opportunities pass, and now you're the man.
Yeah, that would have been a cleaner way to put that.
All right.
Very simplified.
Editor, do what you do. By the time social media sees this is going to be a final draft. It'll be good.
I like it, though. I'm proud of you, Bubba.
I appreciate you. All right.
We're in the presence of greatness.
You
probably didn't realize that, did you, Sid?
Yeah, I did.
The great Ron Jeremy.
Mr. Baby Leg over here. Like, what?
Baby Pinky.
Who America is not so proud of today is Kevin Hart. So the Kevin Hart roast that appeared on Netflix has been getting a lot of flack and as racist, sexist, vulgar. And the conversation that I wanted to bring here today, is it that, or was it good? And I saw Sid make a post about it, and she didn't even directly mention Kevin Hart roast, but I knew that's what
inspired it.
I knew that's what inspired it.
Is this true, Sid?
Yeah, so I just lumped him and Stephen A. Smith, and I forget the other person that I named out, but I feel like they all are like the same type of person. I feel like they've reached a level in their respective crafts where they're in a tax bracket, where they're totally removed from regular people's issues, where they can be insensitive for a check. That's just how I feel about it.
And it was in relation to you to the roast.
In relation to the roast, as far as
Kevin Hart, but I understand what you mean about Stephen A. and all that. Stephen A. of course has.
What was it? What did you observe in the roast that kind of?
Well, I refuse to watch it. So let me just say that he ain't getting a view off of me.
Okay.
The internet forced me to see a couple of clips in that one comedian Tony
his clip.
He did the same joke at the Tom Brady roast, and it was dumb then, and it was dumb now. It didn't even land right. It was inappropriate. It didn't even make sense. And then even for the joke, how he set it up to say that George Floyd is looking up at us, what does that insinuate? You putting the man in hell? It's just for the tone of this country right now. With him being a habitual line stepper, they could have just left him somewhere else and not on this roast. That's how I feel. If Kevin Hart really wasn't insensitive to the struggles of the people that look like him.
My response to that, and everybody who's taking that stance, and there's a lot of people, is I think you guys can feel that way. It's not wrong to feel that way, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I would say this. First of all, I don't think any joke that was told in that roast was out of bounds, because there's no such thing. That's like when you comedy is a genre, just like drama is, just like horror is. Like that movie with Samuel L. Jackson, where he's it's him and what's the white guy's name, and it's Jamie Foxx, and there's
Django.
Oh, okay.
Like I don't like, I'm not watching Django and saying, oh man, that white dude is saying nigger 1,000 times, and it's not, I'm like, I think everyone, not only me, I think people who take your stance and all that can watch that and say, this is a movie I'm watching, and this is like, I don't care that he's using the N-word in this film. I don't care that
it's a movie,
people
it's a
are
character,
that these black people are being like beat to shit in this film that I'm watching. It's a I know what it is. I'm watching TV. When you're watching a roast, you're still watching TV. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's a specific genre, and it's the harshest part of comedy, but it goes back to the fucking 1800s. It's been around forever. You know what I mean? And that's what roasts are. Now, if people don't know what roasts are, but you like comedy, and you like to eat roast, and you're like, okay, let me watch this. I don't know, you know what I mean?
Do they actually?
Some people may not. No, I'm just saying.
Okay.
But you can put those two together and be like, I may want to check this out. You don't know, and you may get blindsided by that. Just like I may get blindsided by, okay, I'm broke. My back is broke, and I like to climb mountains. I may end up watching that movie because I put those three together, and I'm like, oh my God, these niggas is fucking niggas. This is too much. This is too much.
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay for me to feel that way. I don't have to feel like I'm homophobic because I don't like to watch that. Like, so I'm saying your feelings are okay. It's okay to not want to watch dudes in a movie smash each other and kiss each other. Just like it's okay for you to not want to have to watch a roast of people making insensitive jokes. Now, the next thing I'll say is that wasn't even like the worst joke of that was like the 40th worst joke. Like the black lady, the comedian, like, her
Cheryl Underwood,
her husband, lost his, committed suicide.
Yes.
Committed suicide, and those jokes were like way fucking worse. And damn near every comedian had one for her. You know what I'm saying? They had to continuously apologize. That's how bad those jokes were towards her. And then the last thing I'll say, because some people are saying like it invites racism. It invites a space for white people to say what they really been feeling about black people the whole time, right? And I'll say there was a imbalance of racist jokes of white on black, but
in this particular roast,
what would you make as comparable to his joke that a black person made about a white person?
That's the point I'm getting at.
Oh, okay.
This is my next point. My next point is
what I was asking. What the imbalance you're talking about in this particular roast?
In this particular roast.
Okay.
Yeah, in this particular roast. With George Floyd being one of them, those jokes being one of them, and then there was quite a few made on Kevin Hart himself and all of that. Some of those people up there had writers, and some of those people up there wrote their own jokes, and some of those it was a mixture of both. Mm-hmm. That's who wrote them. Those, if you're gonna be mad at Kevin Hart, you gotta be mad at Lizzo. You gotta be mad at Draymond. You gotta be mad at every black comedian up there who didn't take their time to do whatever their 10-minute sets of 1,000 white people jokes. You can't just be mad at Kevin. You can't just be mad at Tony. You know what you get what I'm saying on that? Like they had their own platform and their own time if they wanted to match that energy. But my point is, it's not about matching energy. It's just about telling the most outlandish and worst jokes you can at that time. Some of the white comedians, it was the black jokes. You know what I mean?
I guess the issue is though, why would you invite so many white comedians?
It wasn't that many white comedians.
Why would you invite that white comedian?
It wasn't that many white
my
comedians.
question.
But number one, you can't have a roast in 2026, 2025, 2024, 2027 without inviting Tony. You just can't.
Okay, well then you just
Really?
You
did
can't
it
have a
for
roast.
a
You
check.
cannot have a roast
He's
without Tony.
that central to it.
He's that central to it. Just like she said, he was at the Tom Brady roast. If you're gonna have an elite roast, I mean, if you're just gonna do a fucking whatever that nobody's
you
gonna
reached a plateau where a level in the hemisphere where you have to allow that white person. And that's what I'm saying. There is a cutoff for me personally. I can cap myself to say, what did Dave Chappelle do? He walked away from it all and then came back with his own prerogative. There needs to be more black people that do stuff like that. And that's all I'm saying.
It wasn't, but that's not a good parallel to draw, because it was a lot to that.
There was a lot of sacrifice to that.
But it was a lot more into that decision than about the skits that he felt were getting more raunchy or racist or whatever. It was some of that, but it was a lot of other components to making him walk away as well. So that's why I say it's a rough parallel to make. But some listen. Some people the roasts are not for them. That's my overall point. You can't be for a roast.
I can deal with a roast. I sat through Tom Brady's roast, but it's still a horrible joke. Like, can I just say the white man's joke was crashed? Like, it's not a good joke.
You can, but what I'm saying is to say that, because not all the jokes landed. Not all the jokes was great. I thought that what was her name? One of the ladies went up there. I thought she was horrific. I thought she was terrible the whole time.
Well, I didn't watch it, so I shouldn't.
But but outside of that, I don't think you can say, okay, because Tony made this George Floyd joke that Kevin Hart is a terrible person. I don't know how that.
I don't agree with that. I think that's an overreach.
And you know what I mean, terrible person. You know what I mean.
But I mean, to me, I don't know. I don't think anybody is indispensable to a roast.
Well, did I say Kevin Hart was a terrible person?
I
just feel like if we're going to have the whole flame on for Stephen A. Smith, he is the same, just in a different lane. you gotta take your blinders off. I'm just being pragmatic about it. Like, you can't throw dirt on that one. It's like the pot calling the kettle black. Like, they all deserve a share. Just in comedy, he has his relationships with these tone deaf comedians, this one in particular. Just like the other person I mentioned was Charlamagne the God, that other comedian that was a Trump supporter and has said some really crazy stuff as far as racial lines. But they keep those relationships for a reason, despite them publicly disrespecting people that look like them. And unfortunately, we are in a time frame where I'm just not going to put up with stuff like that. There's too much real stuff happening outside of just watching TV, and this is paid programming, and Netflix is going to show us this. And why I put so much weight on those people is because they have the right to say no. And they won't, because a check is involved.
And they have large voices in the community. I understand that. It's just, it's rough because it's a roast. And Tony, Tony is, I think, widely known to be, I think he's a Republican, and
he performed at the RNC, didn't he? He was at the RNC.
He's outwards about it.
But I don't give a fuck how important he is. If I'm Kevin Hart, if you associate in that lane, you're not involved.
As a Republican?
Yeah, if you're a pro-Republican person and I'm having a roast, you're not invited.
So then
if I'm having a barbecue,
that's a back page out of her pocket because yes, then you're saying what she's saying, but when you get to a certain level,
you can't do it, right?
No, I'm saying all of those guys side with Republican regardless of who's in office, because that's who aligns with their pockets.
A check.
And that's what you're saying.
A check.
But so when you get to that level, all the comedians, black, white, indifferent, they're Republican. It's not. You're not gonna when you get to a certain
then I'm not interested in what you do.
A certain number.
Then personally, I don't give a fuck about you.
And I don't have to watch your roast.
I'm not gonna watch your shit. I don't care what the fuck.
Yeah. I'm not saying you have to watch it. What I'm saying is,
I'll watch your
funeral. I'm talking about the roast. I'm talking about the art. I
know what you're talking about. I get it, but to me, it's bigger than that.
And unfortunately, it's not bigger than that for a lot of people.
Right, that's the thing.
And that's a problem to me.
Why does it have to be?
Because those people are fucking evil.
Do you know what they're doing now that impacts
I don't think y'all getting what I'm getting.
You don't want to blur the lines, but the lines are blurred.
You guys watch movies. You guys watch sports figures. You guys that are all Republican, and you guys pay your money to go to these movies and watch. You guys pay your money to go to these games and watch these guys. These guys that are in these tax brackets, they are Republicans, whether they come out and tell you that or not. You can research it and you can find it and you will see it. And that's all I'm saying is these people that are on this roast, they are the same. This is the same space that you're watching these movies at and watching these games at. It's the same thing. We can't separate that because it's Netflix. Like, there are movies on Netflix too. It's because it's comedy is what I'm saying. You can't separate it because it's comedy. These are the same people. Matter of fact, half of them are actors and actresses, not just stand-up comedians. You get what I'm saying? The Rock is a Republican. Do you hate The Rock?
Yeah, I don't deal with The Rock either.
I'm just saying. There's all of them.
I have no use for
so there's not one person up there that you like and enjoy.
I didn't watch it.
No, I'm just saying. No matter who I name, it was plenty of people up there.
I understand what you're saying, but it's different when someone makes it known. Like all presidents have done effed up stuff. All presidents go into other countries, set up stuff, and watch it all fall. However, this particular president is not covert with it or showing any demure or trying to hide it. He's outwardly. So there is a difference. I think I would prefer to be blissfully ignorant than full on know that you are like that, and then I'm going to still support you. It's a mental thing. Everything is a mental game amongst ourselves, and we can always put the argument that it's selective outrage because we still going to have to function in America right now. I go to a job and I know everybody in the C-suite runs with their pockets, right? But I still got to go to work. So I get what you're saying, but when you're outwardly like that, and then I see you outwardly allow people into your circle that function like that, and you're cool with it, I don't want to participate in anything that you got going on. At that point, I can have a choice. Watching that was optional. Going to work is not. Supporting Kevin Hart is optional. And matter of fact, he fell off from me years ago when all of that stuff went down with the when his writers got jacked up with him. And I forgot what was that? The girl and
that happened. Yeah, that happened
years ago.
What? No, that was like a league wide, for lack of better terms. But the writers went on strike, and yeah. So
after that, he was done with me. I mean, I was done with him, but also just seeing how he's finessing through his craft and stuff like that. At a certain point, you got to leave people and let them do what they're going to do. And again, it's not just TV. It is Republicans. That man performed at the RNC, and Republicans are attacking civil rights legislation. It is real for people in Louisiana. It is real for people in Mississippi. It's real for people in Texas.
Tennessee.
It's real for people in Tennessee. It's real for people in Florida because they took a district up in the Panhandle. So I can't separate anymore when it's touching me.
Yeah, I wasn't prepared for this conversation.
Oh, well, we can back up out of there.
Because I thought it was about all of the lewd and insidious jokes, or outrageous, outlandish jokes.
No, it's deeper than that.
I didn't know it was because then it's like you're directly only talking about Tony, because Tony is the only person that was up there that's outwardly.
Yeah, I can take a joke. Yeah, I can seriously take a joke.
You're not talking about the other people and other jokes.
Yeah.
And I thought that's what this was about.
I basically agree with you about the concept of a roast.
Yeah, because that's all I'm saying.
You are supposed to go literally out of bounds. That's what it is. It's for fun. But when you have a outwardly Republican figure making a racist joke, this is what this dude is.
Yeah.
And if I'm Kevin Hart, you ain't coming. You're not invited. And I don't care who's unhappy about that.
Like what check I'm missing out on.
At some point, you have to draw some lines somewhere. And pretty much most people like that have come out on that point, I've deleted and don't give a shit about. Like Snoop, when he did his little song and dance, deleted him, don't give a fuck. Waiting for
cut
you to
him
die.
off. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Waka Flocka, cut him off.
I didn't know. That's not what I was trying to say. But yeah, Tony, I didn't know. The joke wasn't funny to me. It was quite a few.
Joke.
It was quite a few jokes that wasn't funny to me. That was one of them.
Oh, a joke that doesn't land does not matter.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
Like in the context of a roast, there's going to be probably 1,000 jokes over the course of the night, and there's going to be a bunch of them that don't hit. Who cares?
Yeah.
That just doesn't matter. But I do think, when you're literally sitting in a country that is stripping away the civil rights movement piece by piece with
intention.
I
can't look at these people.
I see that side of things because we have enough information to know what Tony's about, and you're saying for you to go out of your way to invite him, and pay him to be on the roast. All those guys got paid to be on the roast.
You should be.
And I don't care if that's your homeboy. Your homeboy should respect you enough to say, all right, I can sit out. I'll respect that. I can sit out and take it on the chin. But no, that's foul play. That's foul play. And then you want black people to still support you. That's crazy to me.
I wish that, because I would. I want to talk to Jason. Put up a post today, and he was saying how Tony killed, and I didn't take that stance, but I wonder. I would like to talk to him because he's well versed and well thought out. You know what I'm saying? I want to see what his comments behind that is, because I don't think people are thinking in that frame. That
y'all thinking too
talking.
Small. You got to think big. You got to think big. Hey, because.
Well, I mean,
I don't think in those terms. I don't look at stuff in those terms, and I don't think y'all do either.
No, well, but when somebody that's the thing. When somebody aligns themselves with it, now we can't unsee it.
Right.
That's the thing. Like you could be. What like Snoop, he could have been whatever, but the second he goes to the inauguration, it's like, okay, you showed us.
But my main thing about life is, I don't like the outward racist people are the safest people on earth to me. I know who they are, what they are, where they are, and how to avoid them. The most dangerous people in the world to me are the racist people that we don't know and see. Like all of the hiring managers that I work with that never hire black people, and I know what that's about.
Yeah.
But when you're applying to this job, you have no fucking idea.
No, but see,
that's the most dangerous. But we do know. You do know these people. We don't. We just don't care enough to find out.
No, I disagree.
We know.
Well, see, no, that's my point. Like I was in the sauna the other day at the gym, and these two white dudes were having a conversation, and they were talking about the basketball court. And that they need to get rid of that basketball court. Those people don't know how to act.
Who are those people? Would be the first thing
people.
that would.
Yeah, I knew exactly. I knew exactly what was being said. And those two people, I know their faces. I know who they are. I have no respect for them as humans.
Yeah,
I actively wish
those
them
are
death.
the dangerous people I'm talking about.
But
because you wouldn't know.
But I'm saying, at some point, it always reveals itself.
Right.
And then once it reveals it, then you know, hey, it's no different.
I mean, I get what you're saying, because it's you racist and you don't know you're racist if you know a racist, or you don't know that they're racist, but at the end of the day they're both racist, right? I guess that's what you're saying. I don't know what
that's kind of what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that there are many people like in the entertainment sports space that we follow and watch on a daily basis that votes Republican and that is supportive of this administration. And what I'm saying is you guys are spending your money there, and it's not hard to 5-second Google that and find it out. But we know, because we've seen the bad Tony George joke before, and we've seen him perform at the whatever. We know what he is, you know what I mean? But what I'm saying is these other guys that you guys support, it only takes 5 seconds for you to Google, and you will find out that this guy's a Republican and it supports this administration.
That's fine. But
what I'm saying is, so we have the immense amount of energy for the guy that we've seen, but we have zero energy for the people that it takes a 5 second to find out. That's what I don't understand.
But it's easy to understand, because you're not hunting this out.
Right.
You're not.
But you should be if you're that passionate about it.
No, not necessarily.
No,
I'm passionate about Drake music, so I go and I hunt it down.
All right, here's my daughter once said this. The problem with a white friend is you're just waiting for them to fuck up. And I think that that's the truth. You just watch how people move, how they operate, what they say, how they move in certain situations, and they reveal themselves to you. And I don't need to go crazy hunting people down. I just see it like the sauna thing. Okay, I know what these two guys are about. Like, now I know. And it's, to me, it's not like researching and attacking it. It's just you're watching your environment and you're seeing who's revealing themselves.
And that transcends color. And it's just a more efficient way to operate. I'm not about to Google search everybody in a movie, but once you send up that cap like that dude did at the boat, I'ma just be like, okay, just stay. I don't have to be your patron. I don't have to be your fan no more. Nicki Minaj is 86th. Like, you can assume people vote, yes, but some people don't. But also keep in mind that's a part of this thing with this voter roll, so people can start identifying who's voting for who, and then depending on who's got the ball, which is the Republicans right now, we're gonna watch how that's gonna end up, and not in our favor.
We don't live in a democracy
at all.
We're completely fucked,
and it's a shit show. But it's always been a shit show, but the mask has been blown off the shit show. So when the mask has been blown off the shit, like, we have trifled over civil rights activists that have lost their lives, white and black, okay? Nobody celebrates the white people that lost their lives trying to protect black people and during that civil rights movement. They don't elevate those people, but they should be if America was really what we thought it was supposed to be. It's horrible now, and now we are really seeing what a bootstrap and hard work is going to be. Those people did that for us, and we just gave the Republicans the ball to reverse it all. And they did all the hard work for us. I don't know anybody right now that will say with a straight face, I'm willing to go outside and die. Nobody. None.
That conversation's just not for me.
So,
because I don't agree with any of what they did or anything. So that's.
I mean, you can disagree, but
conversation for me.
Shoot,
but
we had representation at a minimum. We didn't have no power, but we at least had people in the building. But now we're running the risk of not having anybody in the building.
No, I understand. Now I understand. And I just, yeah. Because, see, it's a different conversation if it was about the jokes. But when you talk about specifically, aligning himself with Tony, that makes sense. And now I can agree that makes sense because he would have known ahead of time. He agreed to the set list of the people who were coming on there to do the roast. Of course, he knows everybody and what kind of material they would have and all of this.
You can't play
play it. That's what I'm saying. That's basically what I'm trying to say.
Sure.
You can't. He couldn't play it like he was.
But I think that's kind of what we're doing day to day. We're processing what we see and seeing who's on the wrong side of this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And when we know they're on the wrong side, to me, the respect is gone and anything is gone. Got nothing to do with you.
So that erases all the good that the other saw because you didn't see. I love the Cat Williams piece of it.
Oh, do you think that the olive branch and the hug was authentic at all?
Some people say no. Some people say yes. I think yes. Cat Williams is not. Cat Williams, of all comedians, is not someone that's hungry for a check. He's doing fucking very well. So like a lot of those comedians, like Cheryl Underwood hasn't worked in fucking 5 years.
No, I don't. I'm not talking about a check.
No, but what I'm saying that would be the only other reason to fake it, to be there. I'm here literally. Like he made a joke about it, like I'm here for the money. But what I'm saying is that's the only, like if he's not there to literally do a truce or whatever, then he's there for the money. I don't think there's no in between.
Really?
Well, he said that. He said he was there.
I'm saying it's a joke. I mean, you know what I mean? Like
there's a little truth in jokes. The stance, because I did watch that clip. What I heard him say was, "I'm gonna get paid to tell you in your face what the fuck I think about you."
You're saying that's how you took it?
How I took Cat Williams' stance.
For sure. And I guess what I read was the body language.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin got up. He did the olive branch piece. He invited Cat over for a hug. Cat came over and gave a hug, but he was gone in a heartbeat. Like he didn't linger. He didn't kind of keep the arm around him and face the crowd. He did a hug and gone.
Yeah,
that was the minimal.
It was real beef there. Like you don't.
That's
like,
what
you
I'm
don't
saying.
Just,
so I thought that was kind of phony.
Now, what I'm saying is I don't know either way. Either way. Well, but I still thought it was a important moment in Black comedy history for that to happen, because a lot of times that does not happen. A lot of times these guys die with these standing beefs.
I 100% agree with you, but the cat's hug and his movement suggested he wasn't really in on that.
Yeah.
He didn't make it the moment it could have been.
Yeah.
If you were truly in a magnanimous and peace-accepting move, you stay on that stage, you probably open up, arm around each other, look at the crowd, accept that, let that moment fester. He wanted that moment over as soon as possible is what his body language told him, which means it just was bullshit for him.
Yeah.
He didn't there was no peace.
He got a check to say what he wanted to say.
Yeah.
And everything that he said hit home for me.
Well, everything, he was basically making jokes about the reasons why he's hated Kevin Hart all these years, right?
Yeah.
So that's he was going. I mean, that's basically what he did. He turned his beef into the jokes.
You're missing kind of like that undercurrent.
I caught all the undercurrent. I caught the hug. I caught him running out. A lot of that is the way Cat is all the time, and some of that could have been bullshit. I'm not ruling out any fucking thing because it'd be impossible for us to find out, because
time will tell. Because Cat will have another show and he will talk about
time
it.
will tell on if any peace or friendship was made.
Really made.
Time's gonna tell. If they just go back to never really being around each other and poking the jokes, that was meaningless.
Real.
It was an empty gesture.
Yeah.
If they whatever a couple years down the road, whatever, they collaborate, maybe do something together, whatever, then maybe they're actually something there.
Yeah, because the only reason why that thing was there anyway is because you got two guys jockeying for the top. That happens, and why I say this was an important thing that happened in Black comedy history, because it's always only one Black comedian at a time that can be prominent. And that just does not happen in white comedy, Asian comedy, whatever. It's only one guy. And, and Cat wanted to be that guy, and everyone perceived Kevin to be that guy. So it's like, that's why it started. So Cat felt like he needed to hate on Kevin, and that's what created that. So that's why he said he created the stuff about Kevin being a plan, and he came from out of nowhere and all of that stuff. Cat generated this beef because he was jealous of Kevin. But at the same time, like I said, I'm not ruling that out. It could have been all bullshit. Like I said, time is gonna tell. That's the very truth of it. Sure. That's the truth of it. But I still love that piece of it. I loved
But okay, because this was why, as I'm watching the clip, and Kevin stands up and he starts talking, the only thing in my mind is, how's Cat gonna respond to this?
Yeah,
that's what I was like. I'm waiting, and then the way he responded told me a lot. But like the second Kevin went up, I'm like, all right, this is all about his response. Kevin's doing the whatever. If Cat responds warmly, okay, but he didn't, and I thought that was but that was the first thing I locked on him as soon as I saw Kevin get up and start to say that.
It's also a little weird to do a GOAT roast. This, what I perceive to be, it's not early in his career, but it's like you mostly see this at the end of a guy's career where he's damn near, you know what I mean, phasing out, like Pryor and all of those guys, like Carl and all of those roasts. These guys were like super gray hair, old. But anyway, I think that was a good discussion. We got somewhere with that. I think that was good.
Yeah, we got Sid a little fired up.
Got a little fired up.
I told him on my post, I said, let you know I'm extremely passionate about this, and I can agree to disagree. I just didn't see that. I didn't see that angle. Maybe I should. If you pay attention to history, if you pay attention to what's going on, you got to see the play.
But see, as soon as I saw her post, I knew what it was about.
You did?
Like, why you be missing?
Because I guess because I attached her to the think pieces that I was watching all around, which was more so about just the outlandish jokes as a whole, and the George Floyd was a piece of it.
The problem was when her comment brought up Stephen A. and the other guy, I knew exactly what it was about. She wasn't speaking just about the roast.
Yeah, I didn't give a damn about the jokes. I didn't watch it. Yeah. I just saw that person was there. That person ran that same dumb joke, and I saw Kevin Hart doing his fake shit in the bag. And so I'm like, oh, you just
Kevin Hart came out. He came out today. And or yesterday, whatever it was. And he was saying, Tony did exactly what he was supposed to do. He was hilarious, and this. And that.
Yeah,
They were
standing up for
asking
his
him.
friend.
They were asking him directly about it because he's been catching a lot of heat.
Yeah, on his knees.
How
Catching more than heat.
What's another way he could have done that? After the fact, okay, he put him on the show. He does the joke, but what's another way he could have afterwards? I'm saying when he's asked about it. I'm just curious. I don't.
He committed to it.
I'm just saying after the fact.
The first mistake was he let him on there.
No, you're right.
But accepting that he let him on there, he could have read the room and roasted him, and been like,
in real time.
Yeah,
okay.
just being, no, not on the show. If he felt like maybe in the show, in the context of everything, he didn't get it, give him a pass. But now that it's become big enough that he feels like he needs to address it, then he could simply say, "Hey, man, this guy saying this old racist crap joke on the Tom Brady thing, and I ain't Tom fucking Brady."
Yeah.
Something like that.
But he'll never do that. I don't think that for me there's anything that Kevin Hart could say or do to right the plane. I think at this, outside of just flat out saying, "Yeah, I fucked up. I shouldn't have had him on there." That's the only thing that I could think would make sense to any black person that really understands the angle that I'm coming in at this from.
Yeah.
And that might not be every black person that's looking at it. Like you said, you thought I was just saying, "Oh, this is hard short." Look, I've done comedy before. I can take a joke. I know what the dozens is. That was just nasty, and he did it on purpose both times.
Yeah.
Like, no, that's not allowed. That is just not allowed.
But to her point, like what she thinks of Kevin Hart, he basically showed that she's right.
Ain't no way around it.
He just doubled down and swallowed.
Yeah.
No,
100%.
And that's the thing. Like I mean, any of these people that like, on a micro, people that you actually physically encounter in life, but also kind of in this kind of celebritydom, or whether it's sports entertainment or whatever. Like when they kind of show you who they are, like
you gotta believe
just accept it, just believe it. Like the behavior tells, if that's what you're about, like it is. Yeah. Stop waiting for people to apologize for shit that they've done, and just everything is a data point, and data points lead you to conclusions. And that's what it is. If somebody shows you this, and again, you invited the guy, you let him do his dumb racist joke, and then 2 days later, you're like, "Oh, he did exactly what he's supposed to do."
You're done.
You, man.
You're done.
Put the fork in your ass.
You're done. Like at this point, with how polar America is, I'm on the you got to pick a side or you stepping. That's it. And whatever side that you picking, just make sure 2 years from now, when that FAFO pops out on you, you're not back in my face.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
That's like that stupid Marjorie Taylor Greene chick that was all up Trump's ass and ball sack, and now she,
he's
they
a
had
liar.
A falling out, and now she's saying negative stuff about him. It's like, the bottom line, here's the deal. He was the same stupid fuck when you were up his ass.
Mm-hmm.
Do we take any value from you realizing something that we saw fucking 8 years ago?
I'm just not there on the associations yet.
You need to get
well,
there.
you need to, because real stuff is happening.
Reports, like I can get there with Tony, but by association I can't get there, because like I can't cancel. Like I Jolly is, I fucks with Jolly. Just because Jolly fucks with Tony, I can't cancel Jolly. Jolly, like that's, well, I guess that goes into what you're saying. You do what you do for a job, because Jolly is he's trying to make his way as a comedian, and then Tony,
Well, okay, so
he has the biggest fucking
take Jolly for that example, okay? And again, I don't know. I mean, I'm familiar with some of his bits I see on social media and whatever. But has he ever done like a pro-Trump thing? Has he ever like kind of supported Tony?
No. But what I'm saying is by association.
No. But that's the point. That's the point.
But Kevin Hart hasn't either.
Kevin Hart.
He invited the man to the thing.
But do you understand what I'm saying?
I do, but I'm not buying it.
No, but what I'm saying is Kevin Hart, Tony, Jolly, Tony. What's the difference?
Kevin Hart is is massive. He allows this guy to be on his roast.
Yeah.
The guy does something that doesn't go down well, and 2-3 days later, he's giving him an endorsement.
Okay, I got you. Because I'm on
and
the same
that's
page.
my
So
point
Joe
with
Rogan.
Jolly.
So Joe Rogan.
Dead to me.
Okay, there we go.
Joe
So
Rogan
that's
can't
the
get
comparison. That's
Dead
the
to me.
the link.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
No, but Jolly, like I'm saying, like I would feel differently if Jolly starts making a bunch of MAGA comedy.
Yeah.
Fuck you, man.
Yeah.
That's it. You
Right,
know?
right.
Or if you know, whatever, if Tony's doing something and he's that's
It just comes down to
you
what
don't mean that much to me. I don't give a fuck.
Exactly.
Like, it's easy to cancel you.
It just, you individually, how uncomfortable are you willing to be, and how much are you able to sacrifice? And that's all on the individual level.
Yeah.
I can't sacrifice my job. I'm just going to put up with it. But for other things that I'm not dependent on, I don't need it, like, fuck you. But we still operate in a world where, to a level, we're going to deal with it.
Yeah.
And I find Joe Rogan to be almost comically stupid.
Yeah.
Because his podcast and its growth and all that, like he's this guy that kind of tries to occupy a little bit of an intellectual space. He tries to be varied in things he's interest and talks about and whatever. And then he went hard for Trump. And then like a little while later, he's this is not what I was. Come on, dude.
But
you got a team of researchers. You talk about this shit all fucking day, and you're not informed enough to know that this guy's a fucking idiot.
Even Tucker Carlson has apologized for leading his followers down this rabbit hole. He has actually apologized.
An apology not accepted.
Right, because I'll still never
Fuck
watch
you.
his stuff.
Yeah.
Even a clock is wrong. I mean, even a broken clock is right twice a day, right? But I still don't fuck with that clock. It doesn't belong in my house.
No, I got you.
It's broken. You gotta pay attention a little bit deeper than social media and what feels good. Like, you really have to be connected to history and see that this shit is repeating itself. And I don't know how delusional you can be to think that this stuff isn't as heavy as it really is. My mother is 71 years old. That's prior to the Civil Rights Act. We have people that are living right now that people my age try to discredit just to be cool in 2026, but they saw that shit. They lived that shit. I just was in a lift with a man, a baby boy. I posted that too. He wanted to talk about don't feel sorry for Cuba because they're commies. Who the fuck says that anymore?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. These people are living in total blackout, and Americans are bragging about that shit. And you want to know what their favorite outsource is? Doctors. Who the fuck does that and brags about it? And then gets people in their car to talk about shit like that because you proud of it.
Yeah.
And people are hurting. Ridiculous. You want to talk about Pearl Harbor? Well, Japan apologized before Truman sent them fucking bombs. And just to do it, he did it. People, maybe we do need to back up out of here.
Yeah. No, but I definitely hear you now. I definitely hear you. It's deeper than rap is what that means there.
Yeah, without a doubt.
You're still on the bench podcast with Bubba and Pink, home of sports, music, and mayhem. Don't forget we're available on all podcast streaming platforms, including here on YouTube. Please like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Got a couple of other things I wanted to move into.
Cool.
Neither.
Light the mood.
Neither is a smooth transition. Let's go through some quick things real quick. This guy here, Jason Collins, he died, right? A couple of days ago.
Talking to get it light.
Right. We went to him. Obituary. What is going on? What?
Of course, Jason was the first openly gay guy in the
Gay
NBA.
player in the NBA, yeah.
Now, the reason why I made this a note, because I just when that happened, when he first came out gay, everybody thought, including me, maybe stupidly so, but it was like, okay, it's going to make it easier for dudes to come out, because a lot of people were saying, especially like even guys who were retired, they were like, yeah, man, it's quite a few gay guys in the NBA. Right. Now with this guy coming out, it's going to be easier for people to come out. But we didn't see that.
That's
like you had like John and Michi, who had already retired.
That's right.
It was said he was gay, but active players, no one else. And when I was thinking about it yesterday, I was like, you know what? I don't know if we'll ever be in a space where guys can just come out, because NBA is mostly black guys, and like I can't even have a conversation still myself, as old as I am, without saying pause. You know, that's just how we talk. That's the language. That's the lingo. You can't even talk like that if you got a gay guy or a couple gay guys in your locker room or your team.
You can't say pause?
That it's uncomfortable. It's like, why are you saying that with this guy here? I'm just saying that's one thing, but I'm just saying that's just one factor of it. But like, you know, it's still a shame and an embarrassment in a way that yeah, as a country we're kind of past that, but like culturally we're not past that, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And that's why I think it didn't happen.
It is an interesting question, because yeah, you do have a situation where when that happened, that's the first thing. Oh, this will make it easier for other people. And there's like you had Carl Nassib in football and Michael Sam in football. Right. And so like very, kind of very limited. And like, why haven't the proverbial floodgates opened on that? Two things I would offer. So I do think there's a weird thing that happens if you come out in a sporting setting, is that almost becomes the defining thing of you. You are the openly gay player. You're not the, sixth man of the year. You're not the, franchise guy. Like what? You're simply the openly gay player. And that becomes like all you are in a lot of ways. And that is probably pretty daunting to be able to say like, yeah, hey, I'm a hooper. I happen to be gay. Like, I don't want every article, every interview involving me, every discussion about me to be about being gay. Like I'm a basketball player and, who happens to be gay or whatever. And so I think that people probably feel a little weird about that, and they don't want that spotlight or, just that scrutiny or whatever on them. And then the other thing, and I mean, it certainly can be true. We also are talking about a group of people that is basically in their early to mid 20s, majority of the league. It's conceivable that while they might be gay, might acknowledge being gay, they might be a little bit more sexually fluid than we would have that we would believe.
Like Dwight Howard.
Right. That's the thing. Like that might be a thing. And so now, like, you're going to come out as an openly gay player, but hey, I still like smashing girls too.
I still got babies out here.
Yeah.
I still got 10 baby mamas just like Anthony Edwards.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, so, and
but you're still gay. I mean,
You are, but what I'm saying
is, I 100%
like, it's like, okay, do you want to be the gold standard for gay player, but like, hey, I'm still trying to have some babies and what? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think women are more acceptive of it now. I think those lavender weddings.
I still think it's like it's very individual how people process that.
You saying they're more acceptive of men who smash other guys? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think that depending on the circumstance, like an NBA player probably has no problem with telling a woman, look, I like a little dick sometimes. And,
And you're saying as a woman that there's more accepting of that?
Yeah, I think that there's nobody being blindsided.
But not the guy at Lowe's who's working at Lowe's.
No, the guy at Lowe's got to lie. He got to lie. You don't have the benefits that come along with telling the truth.
I want to make sure that.
But that's that. I sent you that thing about like the white women on how to get the
black NFL
guys.
players.
But the thing I'm thinking about is they had like the cheating thing. It's like, well, don't look for it. Just
just
whatever.
be blind.
Just be naive because the check. I mean, I think like that's kind of like what I'm taking out of what you're saying. Is that like, hey, if I got this guy providing me a great lifestyle or whatever, and he gets an occasional dick on the side, like I'm not gonna upset the apple cart.
Yeah. Then the only time that you hear him is after something jacked up has happened, and then that's when everybody wants to say, "Oh, you let me peg you, bitch." You know, so I kind of take that with a grain of salt. Like, nigga, ooh, excuse me, sorry.
I done let 2 or 3 fly myself today.
Yeah, you guys.
You do that.
You guys are still below yak talk.
You do. You knew.
Yeah. No, I think that. Yeah. I think that's part of it. I mean, I think that. Like, yeah, if you're to say there has to be a lot more gay players than have ever come out, for sure.
Right.
Even Dwight Howard, like, he's sort of, like, admitted to some stuff, but like,
didn't really,
it's just like, you know, and then he's married to a woman. It's just like, it's just all over the place.
And they get gorgeous women. Gorgeous women.
Yeah. Like you said, I mean, like you said, they'd be more acceptive if the NBA than the NBA. No, I could see that, but like my overall point was, I am kind of, I guess I did think, I thought it would be more people come out after him, because he took it on the chin. Pause, I guess. Nah, but rest in peace, Jason. You know, it took a lot of guts, man. It took a lot of to do that.
But what did he die of? I don't think I heard that part.
Cancer. I know brain cancer. They got a long name for it, but basically, it's brain cancer.
That's sad.
47 years old. I mean, not that old a guy.
It's
tough.
But
he's
like,
got the twin brother who I think is still living and doing well for himself.
Yeah. They both were in the league.
Yeah.
But to go to your first point is like also once you come out, you have to worry about too. Especially if you're not like a superstar, you have to worry about, can this hurt me down the line if I'm trying to get to XY team? If I become a free agent, are there 10 teams that are not going to automatically take me off the list because they don't want the attention or drama that surrounds it? So you're kind of limiting yourself for future jobs too.
Right,
Maybe that's the thing.
That was the argument with Michael Sam, the football player.
Yeah.
He came out in college going into the draft. He was SEC Defensive Player of the Year, seemingly would have some, decent pro prospects, and ended up getting taken like late in the 7th round, and kind of never really got much footing in the league. And again, I don't know if that was an ability issue or not.
Yeah.
But again, it is, and in other contexts we see it with certain like players that have a lot of, like Shador, Tim Tebow, where they have a lot of notoriety. Do those players fit in like backup bench roles?
Yeah.
Is it worth having a player who's a talking point if he's not really playing a lot? And to your point, I think if somebody's out and that's kind of the narrative about them, and they're basically like a 11th, 12th guy, and there's a bunch of talk about him, like what do we do we need that as an organization? Is that helping us win?
My last thing on this is, I know a lot of women hate when you do this, but should those guys feel some type of way that the WNBA players can? I mean, we just talked about there's gay relationships all over the league. They come out, they talk about it, they're kissing in the post game.
I saw my first deadbeat baby mama through the NBA. Who's the one who got locked up over in Russia?
Brittany Griner.
She's a deadbeat baby mama.
For real?
What she did?
She had a kid with a girl before she got married to this one. Like, and then how do you make a kid on purpose? Yeah. Like, you had to involve doctors to do this.
Oh, yeah. You had to go all out for that. I see what you're saying.
So she was in a relationship with a woman. They had a kid.
Yeah.
And she bailed on that relationship and doesn't have a relationship with the kid.
I don't know the level of parenting she's doing right now, but the thing on the street was she was a deadbeat baby mama.
Okay.
For this wife.
Not a good look. Maybe the Russians had something there.
Maybe.
Yeah. Big facts. Yeah, maybe you should send her back.
Send her back with a bag of weed.
Hey, if you're not taking care of your kids.
We're gonna tape this right here.
That's awesome.
Here's another quick one here. So this manager at this Pennsylvania Wendy's invented a fake employee and pocketed wages of $20,000.
What do you mean?
This is so creative. She created a fake employee, employee ID, all of that name, all of that in the system, and basically attached her bank account to it. You know, because a lot of these, I worked at a franchised, what was that, Pollo Tropical, right?
Okay.
I worked at a franchise Pollo Tropical. They hired me as like the manager / HR person. So I did all of the like onboard
Payroll stuff.
all of that stuff.
Okay.
And because it was a franchise, there's a particular owner, right? But the owner shows up once in a red moon. You know, if it's a problem, and then they'll check in every red moon just when they're in town. Other than that, you're running the show,
right?
And every other communication is by email and phone. So if it's a situation like that, that can easily like be done for a while. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So
and you think about it, $20,000 on a what minimum wage? That's for a while. That's for a little while.
Yeah. So, all right, so you create a whole person, put them in the system, and then
clock them in, clock them out,
clock them out, and then a check goes every 2 weeks or whatever the pay period is to that, which is actually your account. Which you got to set up a second account, right?
You would have to, especially for it to last that long.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't have a direct deposit to the account that they're direct depositing your check to.
Right.
You got to create a little bit of difference, I guess.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It is funny.
Sounds like white collar crime. Dipping our big toe into that. Yeah.
There you go.
Let's get to them. What is it? The least amount of security prisons possible. You know? That's the goal.
Yeah. No, facts. No, I like that. Speaking of prison, this is another quick one here. I had two quick ones about this. Yeah. Where is that guy? Oh, I didn't put him on here. But basically, it was a guy who went to jail. That's two of them I didn't put on there. I'm getting sloppy here, man.
Yeah, man. You're
the guy who the guy who killed a rapper in Jacksonville. What was his name? Foolio. So the guy who killed Foolio was in court, and basically they was talking about, you know, whether they're going to give him the death penalty or whatever. And the guy was saying, I don't know if it was the judge or who was talking, but the guy was saying basically, oh, this guy is, you know, he got his old youth, he's young, we can use his sweat equity or something like that he was saying, right? Basically. So we don't give him the death penalty, just send him to jail for life, prison for life, and let's use his...
And put him in a work camp.
Basically. And so then when he heard that, he went to crying and all of that.
He wanted the death penalty?
I don't know. I think he was just.
I think he just knew his life was over.
He was ready to cry either way.
Yeah. I think he's ready to cry either way.
Yeah.
And my takeaway from that is, man, yeah, you just way too late. I don't have any sympathy at all for that. I think anybody, I know it's like a weird arbitrary number to use, but whatever, 16. Like, you're taking someone's life. Like, you know what you're doing. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what you're doing. Not to say that somebody 15 wouldn't know. I'm just saying, but like, and I think he's whatever, 19, 20. He's young, but like, you know what the hell you're doing. I don't have any sympathy for that. You're taking another person's life. You have to be prepared for the consequences.
There is a certain respect that goes like to a murderer who just like stays calm the whole way through. That just is like, yeah, I know what I did.
Yeah, like accept you know you did it. Accept your consequences. Yeah. Don't be crying and stuff like that. Just be like, all right, I knew I wanted to do it when I did it.
Yeah,
I knew.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's really
can't
weird.
Come save you now.
Yeah,
that's why I like that guy, that one dude. We talked about him a while back. Like, the cops killed his son, and then he killed a cop, and then he just walked in there happy as could be.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yep. And you know what? Watching that particular cop didn't kill his son, right?
Yeah.
So I understand how fucked up that is. I'm not saying that. However, that posture he took is commendable.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
I'm not finna argue with you.
Right. I know. Yeah. We all know what the hell went on here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna see you guys in hell.
Let's ride. Let's go.
But for real though, you know.
No, but that, I mean, honestly, if you've done that,
yeah,
and you own it like that, there's a little respect for that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was him. So I did have it on there. That's
That
him
guy?
crying in the bottom right corner.
What is that him? When
That's
he's,
him.
When he's
He was raised in a great home environment, went to a private school,
Yeah.
and got tricked out of his own freedom
That's
by
what happened.
doing ratchet stuff.
Yeah.
like an overcompensation. You think?
That's some of that's
It's
there
letting
too.
social media
That's there,
teach
some
your
of that too.
kids
That too.
and
Music
run
too.
their lives.
Yeah.
Music too.
And for him to even be approached to do that, or be in a circle with Foolio to be able to do something like that, it's like like you was lost
Yeah. For
somewhere along the line.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
People were trying to like cancel like Labusi. Labusi is known like he's been he's got caught up in several court cases because he hires like kids to basically kill people for him. Like, you know,
Oh,
and
okay.
it's not, I'm not
I
saying
didn't
like
know that.
not to say it's been like 100 people. I think it's been like two cases or something like that, 2 or 3. But people who have like closer to it are saying that it is quite a few bodies. Those are just the 2 or 3
That they caught.
yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Why isn't Boosie in jail then?
he just good lawyers, money. He's gotten off. It's been twice that I know of for sure. That
And what?
Oh,
what
well, did he cut up off my Spotify too? Because what the fuck is that?
but
Yeah.
also, I mean, he'll tell you in his music too. You know what I'm saying? So it's
I
not
don't
like
listen enough.
So what's so he'll hire essentially kind of underage killers
Yeah.
with the idea that even if they get caught, they're going to face like a
30
potentially
years.
juvenile sentence rather than an adult sentence.
Oh, that's a great
Is
question.
that part of the?
That's a great
the
question. It could
situation?
be. It could be.
Okay.
But I'm just thinking, these are just, these are kids from the hood of all hoods. They don't have the money. I'm sure he's paying.
Yeah.
But
paying a
he's
good amount.
about to invest into the prison industrial complex.
And
That's
this is
about
not
to
like
hit
in
us.
2026. This is like
Yeah.
over the course.
Oh,
of
so
way back in the day.
he's reformed from.
I don't know.
Crash outs to
I
kill?
don't know, but I'm just telling you the 2 cases I know about is from like back in the day. But
Okay.
how close he still is to that, I don't know.
What was the circumstances of the Foolio murder?
So I mean, no circumstances. There's a lot of like that beef that went on in the city. I don't know if this guy was hired by like one of Foolio's enemies or whatever, or he ran in that crew, or maybe it was like you said, maybe it was something to where like, okay, you do this, now you're a part of our crew. Because like you said, he's from this privileged neighborhood. He could have got tricked into that kind of way. I really don't know. And I'm sure that story
Well,
is out.
if
but I
we
just don't
were
know.
smart and we knew we had crash dummies out there,
Yeah.
then we would be sending them crash dummies to some Republicans' houses, not to
Well,
the people
they
down
tried,
the street.
They tried once or twice, but failed, right?
Nah, we ain't talking. But those were arranged. Ain't
Oh,
real.
you don't even think
that
that was
ain't
real?
That is not real. He calls his own
Those are
hitman.
Republicans, man. That's not anything. That's all fake.
It's
Yeah.
fake. Like, you don't really
100%.
understand how staged all it. Like, you really gonna say
Well,
that?
you got to get out. and
Yeah,
read more.
yeah. I don't know, Bubba. Like, this is really strange. Like, you not being able to see these plays. Like, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist or
I am. So
nothing.
you got
And
me
you're-
now.
and you're
You talk,
missing
You
it.
talk conspiracy, you got me, but
But
I didn't know.
They're both like Republican people. Like this is not like some like agitated like liberal democratic person who's taking their pot shot at the president.
Yeah.
These are all like Republican dude. It's all embedded nonsense.
And did they say like the reasoning for it? Not really.
No, you don't
We
hear
didn't ever
anything
get it?
about the Pennsylvania guy. I think he was killed. You don't hear nothing about him. No investigation, which is also
Yeah.
another tell.
Right.
That
You don't
nobody's
hear
doing
nothing
anything about
about
it.
Yeah,
He
no,
just
yeah.
disappeared.
No back. This
The
just
other
appeared.
guy is having some sort of trial, I guess, but like
fake news, alternative facts.
Yeah, it's all
Do
bullshit.
you know the WWE is in partnership with our federal government, right?
WWE, Vince McMahon, he's a slime ball.
Oh, so you're saying that's a part of the stage?
I feel
research?
like they're taking tips from the heel and the hero. Like, what are we doing here?
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting.
Bubba, I'm gonna have to pray for you.
Shout out to
And the UCF is in bed with these assholes too.
Oh, did you see the concepts of
UCF?
the arena in
UFC,
front of
oh,
the?
UFC.
UFC, I'm sorry.
So they got UFC and wrestling, huh?
Yeah.
You didn't see the arena in front of the White House? That
The
our
UFC?
president
Yeah.
was
The
like.
Dana, is that
Yeah,
Dana?
Dana White. That's
Yeah,
him.
yeah. I've known Dana he's been a Republican.
But
for a
they're
while.
literally having an event at the White House.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
that I didn't know.
Fight night. Or like, fights.
Oh no. Yeah, I did see that.
Okay.
No, I did see
Yeah.
that.
You don't think that's a bit strange?
I
A bit odd.
I thought my mind went to slavery days when they had the two, they would have two of the slaves fighting.
Why
against
would
each
your
other
mind
for-
go to slavery for that, but nothing else? I'm just.
That's what I
Bubba!
heard. That's what my mind went.
That's wild.
The two slaves fighting for the master's approval and
Man, that's all
entertainment.
get money.
For their entertainment.
Get money.
Shout out to Brandon, said LeBron's going to OKC. We finna talk about that soon. And then SM said, "Is that Kevin Hart?" I do not look like Kevin Hart.
Who said they look like Kevin Hart?
A commenter here. First time I've seen that person comment. That's funny. I appreciate you commenting, but no.
Kevin Fart. You said Kevin Fart.
Is that Kevin Fart? Oh, this is the roast of Bubba tonight. Oh man, that's a good one. That's a good one. That is a see. There we go.
There you go.
There we go. All right. I can't be mad at it. I've been pro roast tonight, so yeah, you got me. You got me. You got me.
You know what's better?
I'm salty about that. I'm salty.
What's even better
I'm salty.
if that was a legitimate mistyped spelling?
My bad. My
No
bad.
attention. But it,
Oh no, I missed the heart.
he stumbled
across gold, man.
into gold.
He stumbled across gold, man. That's a good one, man. That's a good. I'm salty about that. I need some. Let me get some water. Man. I'm salty about that one, man. I don't like that.
Well, I don't think you look like Kevin Hart. I'll give you that. No, you don't. No, you don't.
He had a writer. He had a writer for that one. Whoever your writer is, I'm coming after.
I'm going with mistake. I think it's even funnier if it's a mistake.
Real quick here, last quick one I wanted to get to was Birdman. So Birdman visited a church. First of all, Birdman is wearing a jogging suit in the church. He's cursing. He said nigga about 50 times.
Wait,
and
like did he give like a sermon?
No, he was in the church. I don't know what the purpose was, but I just saw the video, right? And the video was basically it was this guy asking Birdman about well, I guess he was there. Birdman was there. He was speaking to the youth. That's the reason he was there.
Oh, okay.
And so the guy, he asked him, he was like, "Can I ask you a question?" And he was like, "Yeah." And, they got the cameras rolling and everything. And then you got, I don't know if that's Birdman manager or something, but he's like, "No, man." And Birdman's like, "No, let him get his stuff off, man." And so he was like, "Okay, so if you're, so interested in the youth getting better and preaching to you, why do you and all the artists you sign, speak so much negativity in your music? Because the youth, especially the youth, all around the hoods and stuff around the world, their music is like one of the biggest influences. And you guys are talking about all this negative stuff in your music." I thought that was a good and interesting question.
That's a fair question, yeah.
I'm sure it could catch a person off guard.
That's why the manager was like, "No question." he knew what was coming.
Yeah, man. And I could tell it caught Birdman off guard too, because that's when he started cursing and all the N-words. He was like, "Well, nigga, let me tell you this." I was like, "Whoa!" I was like, "You in the church?
Who invited you? Who thought this was a good idea?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's like, "Shit, man. First of all, when we doing our motherfucking music, and when you, I'm like, dog,
I ain't thinking about y'all. I don't give a fuck."
But he basically what Birdman response. Awesome. Basically, his response is that especially when they started doing their music, they were preaching hustling, and he was saying how he was basically saying how you hustle however you hustle, whether that's selling drugs, whether that's whatever you got to do to get the money to take care of your family and take care of your kids. That's the most important part, and that's what we talking about. Okay. And that was his answer.
That was it.
Well, I will say this.
It was it was an on-brand answer.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody who elevated murder rap with them though. Like it was bling and shining, like material stuff. It dumbed us down. I will give him that. But as far as violence, I don't even know an artist on
No, you
Cash
got. I mean,
Money.
it's violence in their music, but it didn't drive.
It's
their
not
music.
drill music. I wouldn't say that birth drill.
I wouldn't attach it to that.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of drug selling in their music though. But
It was drugs.
I wouldn't say violence or like killing people.
Yeah, I
like
wouldn't
that.
say violence.
But yeah, I just thought that was funny.
That
and
is very
interesting.
funny.
Yeah.
Just everything. The decision to bring him, the manager kind of seeing trouble but not being able to get out of it.
Right.
And he already
and then
see now.
And Birdman just coming through. Like, that's
Just being him, man.
Yeah, that's it. He's being authentic.
What you said, you got that thing where it's like you get to a certain thing when you make enough money where you only do what you want to do and you show up how you want to. You don't have to put on for anybody. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do.
Now, that's it. That's if you have enough money to not have to do anything you don't want to do.
You got enough money to go on tour with your artist and get on everybody's nerves, and ain't nobody telling you to sit down. That's what you got. Lil Wayne was clearly irritated with that man. A couple of them shows was like, get him in the room, get him the fuck off this stage now. I'm finna go off. He ain't got no patience for old people.
Neither do I. I don't like old people. We're not on the same page.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, speaking of Brandon's comment there, I did want to talk about. Of course, the Lakers season is over. They get swept by OKC, and so now the question is, what will LeBron James do next? All right, like where would he play next? I think that guy is just joking. We got a lot of jokers in the comment space talking about OKC. That's, it's a 0% chance, but like,
yeah,
but one of the options up there is retire, and then you got a couple of other teams. Like, I don't think the way the season went and the way the season ended, I don't think retirement is on the table. Like realistically,
I'm not ruling it out because
You think he's a guy that can just vanish?
No, I don't think he'll vanish. I mean, he'll kind of pivot to other things, but I also think like he's looking at it, and he's got to be looking at. I have to be in a situation, maybe not championship situation, but I have to be in a situation worth playing, because you have to think about this. How much does he have to do what we see, like body preparation, all of those things, diet. Everything that goes into giving the performance that he gives at this stage in his life, it's a lot. It's got to be a ton. It's nothing the three of us would ever want any part of.
Right.
And he has to look at that, and there's got to be a cost benefit. Like, okay, if I'm just playing on some irrelevant team or playing with guys I don't want to, like, there's got to be an opportunity that's like, it is worth me doing everything to my body to be ready to play, to walk out there with this group or whatever that situation is.
He can go to the big three. They look like anything. I do what I want.
Yeah.
I eat chicken every day.
100%.
Popeyes, KFC. What?
1,000%.
But so I think that most likely he plays, but I do think that I don't think retirement is completely off the table if there's not a situation that emerges that is worth participating in.
What about the potential teams that are, like, for example, coming back to LA, or
that seems like that almost feels like a difficult fit at this point. It just it hasn't really gone great the last couple of years,
Luka, yeah.
and they're going to have to fully pivot to Luka. And there's like you saw there was something today about like he kind of felt disrespected by the general manager with the ball when he became the winningest player in the NBA. And I think there's a lot of little cracks between him and the Lakers that have developed. And I think on both sides, it's like he has reasons not to be happy with them, and they have some reasons maybe not to be happy.
He keeps talking about that third wheel thing too. Like that's been like keeps talking about that. Yeah. Like in his presser, he was like, and I had to become a third wheel. It's the first time in my career, and I didn't think
his ego is in shambles.
But he did take that role, but for him to keep bringing it back up, it was something where he didn't want to do.
No, but it's
okay. For example, I think he would have been. If he wasn't forced back into like the number one position because of Luka and Austin got hurt, I think that ends differently. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But I think that Houston series and winning that series that felt for him like the regular season felt for Jaylen Brown in Boston.
Yeah.
He got to basically be back to himself.
Yeah.
They needed everything he had to win the series. No Reeves, no Luka. This was pretty fun.
Yeah.
You know, and that I definitely think that. And he's going to go in. And again, that third wheel thing. Like, you play your whole freaking life at like a crazy elite level as the lead guy. And then you're kind of like, I've always felt too, like with LeBron, it's like he's gone into earlier seasons talking about maybe, you know, kind of stepping back or letting somebody be the star. And it's kind of never happened. And the reason it doesn't happen is because it's just not in him to do. It's extremely challenging for him to just sit back and find the game from another angle.
Okay. Quickly on these other teams. Cleveland.
There's always the romantic notion of Cleveland
Going back
and
home.
He's, I guess, a sentimental guy. So, I mean, that's probably a decent possibility. I don't think they have Harden back, and maybe they just try to formulate a team with, you know, Mitchell as the primary scorer, LeBron as the lead handler and facilitator. And
I saw something earlier where it was like they could do like a sign and trade with Bron and Jared Allen. And they were saying how that works for both teams because now you get a center for the Lakers.
Just don't bring DeAndre Ayton with me.
I think Ayton is back in the Bahamas next year, but we'll see. and yeah, so I can't see Bron and Harden playing together, even if Harden plays awesome throughout the rest of this playoffs. I just don't see that play style, you know, whatever. And then you got the Knicks or Golden State.
Golden State, I could, you know, it's probably not popular, but I could just see it. You know, talk to Steph, Kerr's coming back. He has a relationship with Draymond. Like, hey, let's just go do this. Because both of them are kind of screwed. Like, LeBron doesn't have a ton of options. This isn't prime LeBron.
Right.
And Golden State is kind of stuck with what they, you know, the roster and the aging core and everything that they've got. So why not? Maybe we get Jimmy Butler back in, you know, December and ride it out.
Yeah. No, that's true. That's true. We'll see, man. I don't think he's going to retire. I don't. But at the same time, I don't know if I really care if he retires or not.
No.
But a part of that, most of that is because I don't know if there's an ideal situation waiting for him at the end.
Yeah.
You know, because the Lakers, they're going to pay Austin, and if you're going to pay Austin, to have LeBron come back, then do that third wheel thing again.
Well, Luka apparently endorsed paying Austin.
Yeah. Well,
yeah. If that ain't the clan, I don't know what is.
Screw yourself then, Luka. Yeah. You know, you're my boy, but you know, whatever. What do you have on the Spurs and Minnesota matchup here? Spurs up 2-1? No, 3-2. 3-2. They have 3-2.
Series is over if Wemby didn't get ejected. They don't lose that game.
I don't think so either.
You know,
they only down 2 points at that time.
Yeah,
and
it's
kind of
and
early.
they didn't get blown out after.
It was second half, but yeah.
Yeah, but they didn't get blown out after it either. They kind of lingered in the game. I mean, they're good without him, but with him, they're it's just different. The amount of points that Minnesota scores around the basket when
he's out, whether bench or like you said,
you just out. It's striking.
You can see it. You know, I don't have the numbers in front of me, but you can see it.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean.
It's a different game.
It's striking. You just feel it. You see it. It's like wow.
It's a different game. Yeah, well, he's in the game. Rudy Gobert, he's fumbling passes now, all that stuff.
The guy though that and you know maybe he should be rookie of the fucking year is Harper.
Oh, Harper's been been really good.
He's just growing.
I was gonna say it's literally what it is. It's growing because he's been stronger from I'll say midpoint of the season on.
Yeah,
he hasn't hit a wall or anything. It's just been like a strong
And he's in this series. He's been amazing.
So like you said, that may make Fox not whatever next year or whatever, but it's going to make him what's the word I'm looking for? Dispensable at some point.
Expendable
Expendable at some point.
Yeah. No,
maybe
for
not.
sure.
Maybe not as soon as next season, but like the year after, like. 100%.
No, yeah. There's and again, depending on how this plays out, I mean, we might be talking about the defending champions at this time next year.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, there's no problem with Fox. I mean, he's played very well.
Yeah, Fox has played well.
And the beauty of what they have is this deep, versatile team.
And you're
guys.
gonna need that for
all
the
best teams are, and you're not really paying the big their star. You're not paying Wemby, Harper, and Castle like you're gonna have to at some point. So keep money on Fox and roll it out until you have to pay probably the second one of those guys, which would be Castle. So
yeah. What if Anthony Edwards loses this series? Because
I think he's done pretty well. I think the fact that they made this series kind of competitive. Again, he's going to be haunted by the, hey, you can't really get to the finals. But I think that this San Antonio team is really special, and to lose to them, I don't think is a tremendous shame.
It's not, but they're young. So it's like, if not now, then when?
Never. We've said this. You're not going to get it done in Minnesota.
Yeah, you called it early.
He should be a Spur right now if I was his manager.
Yeah.
Instead, he's got too many kids.
I watched the game yesterday.
Which game?
The Spurs.
Oh, look at you.
That's my comment on this segment.
Very insightful.
Woo woo.
Well, the very tall man Wemby is really good.
So yeah.
So you should probably watch more Spurs games.
Yeah. I mean, this is it's not ideal for Ant. It's he does what he does, but we talked like last week though. We're like, I mean, I think like you look at Shea, he's just at another level than Ant, and Ant's kind of close and can get there in spurts, but not at consistency.
Yeah.
That's just the reality. But I mean, he's been a gamer. He came back quick from an injury.
He did.
He's played well. I mean, he's. That's what I'm saying. There's only so much of a hit he's going to take with this. That as far as that goes.
Yeah, but what I think the hit is I don't know if he'll ever become like the guy, and winning is going to be the cause of it, not necessarily because of poor play.
Well, he has two guys. He has two guys in his relative age bracket that are those guys.
Yeah, and
it's Shea and it's Wemby.
Yeah,
and you're stuck. Just the fact of the matter is you're not as good as they are.
Yeah.
And nobody has a. I mean, like, why I say it. I mean, it puts a lower ceiling on him, but nobody could make a valid argument that he's better than those two guys. So for him for a team that he's leading to fall to those two teams, there's not much you could say. Now, if any other teams in the league, I think it looks a little worse.
Yeah.
Because I mean, and to Minnesota's credit, they've been a lot better than I thought they would be.
Yeah, and in these runs, that's what happens. They end up because they make it to the Western Conference Finals, and when they do, it's like, this is a surprise.
Yeah,
it's not like anyone expected them to do this,
right?
But it's like at some point, I need it to be more than a surprise.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
No, that's for sure. I have two more quick ones left. One is just a rant that I really.
What about the other thing you're gonna deal with at the end of the show?
Yeah, I got to do that too. That's just an ad for a friend of mine. Who should the Knicks want to see here? Cavs or Pistons? Because I can't get a wave on who is going to win this series. Yeah. One day I'm thinking Detroit is going to win. The other day I'm thinking the Cavs are going to win. And Cavs are up.
And if you're the Knicks, I think for almost that reason, you don't care.
Okay.
I don't.
You're playing like really good basketball yourself.
Yeah, we're playing really good. We're gonna worry about ourselves.
Now Detroit kicked their ass all throughout the regular season. Yeah, that's interesting.
That is. But I mean, when you're playing good,
when you're playing that good,
you just have to believe in yourself.
Yeah.
If you can't believe in yourself, nobody will.
Okay.
Facts.
It's another comment in the basketball segment.
Winning.
I got another good one for you though. So hang
don't
tight.
get me revved up.
Hang tight. It might get you revved up too.
Oh no.
But this one is going to get me revved up. Ooh. So 76ers fired Darryl Morey.
This is not going to get Sid revved up.
No, I said me. I don't think that guy is. Yeah, I don't think that guy gets her revved up at all. But but it gets me all hot and bothered.
Something you want to tell us, Sid?
And I told you a few weeks ago I thought they should complete clean house.
Yeah.
They're not. They're gonna keep Nurse around, and it's tough because Nurse's brother died in the middle of the Knicks. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah. So his brother died, so it's kind of tough to fire a man.
He's mourning the loss of his brother.
Yeah.
Hey, this is about championships.
Whoa. See,
But the main culprit is Darryl Morey. And it's tough for me because that's a guy, when they first hired him, I thought he was going to be the guy to get the job done. But when you fast forward, he made good moves. He made good small moves, and he made terrible big moves. And you have to go. There's this guy I watch. He does a lot of 76ers coverage. Writes to Ricky Sanchez, and he's on the 76ers radio. He was saying that the 76ers should have kept Darryl Morey so he could fix the issue, because no other guy is gonna come in and fix it. So you might as well let Darryl stay and fix it. But that's not how life works. Life works. You have a job, you do a poor job, you get fired, no matter what. Like if I'm a janitor and I'm making sure there's toilet tissue in the stalls and the windows are clean, but the floor is a fucking mess.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's a mess every time the manager comes in. At some point, the manager has to fire me. Now, the floor is still a fucking mess, but he's going to, the next guy's going to have to come in and figure out how to clean up this mess. That's just how life works.
Yeah.
And he made a fucking mess. You gave Embiid a 3-year extension that hasn't even, his Supermax extension hasn't even kicked in yet. You didn't have to give him that at that time. He was hurt when you gave it to him. You go out, give Paul George all of his fucking money, and Paul George is okay, but again, it's a terrible move, and a bunch of others, the Harden thing, all of that stuff. And what I read today from all the insiders is that he's super analytical, and he's super he's big on big names and superstars, and he gives zero credence to what's the word I'm looking for? Chemistry, and needing the role players and the guys around the stars, right? He thinks that 3 stars can do it with minimal players, and that's just not how basketball works today,
Which is interesting because it's really a paradox. You're engaged with the big names and the big players, and you're simultaneously an analytics guy. Now, if you go back to baseball analytics, the Billy Bean and the Oakland A's and stuff like that, their whole thing was to find, through analytics, undervalued people and bring them in. Guys that did things that moved the needle, but maybe it wasn't so obvious that they were making stars money. And they assembled a team kind of based off of that principle, which is kind of the opposite of kind of being seduced by big names.
Yeah.
So, but the chemistry thing, that's an obvious miss. That shit matters, man.
It matters more than you want to give it credit for.
You're around dudes so much, and if they don't get along, if they hate each other, they're
not gonna play right.
They ain't gonna play right.
I saw that at my son's rec ball team.
Did you?
They couldn't get on the same page.
Yeah.
Everybody was for themselves or their homeboy that they were in the neighborhood with.
That matters.
Were they fighting over bitches and gambling debt?
No, that's when you get to the big leagues. That's when real shit happens. We're just talking about
early.
We're fighting over cookies and chips.
Yeah, my neighborhood.
No, but that's for sure. So they got to now we got Bob Myers. He's he's going to be the interim president.
Oh, okay.
But his role before this was he oversaw all of Josh Harris's teams, including Washington, the football teams, 2 football teams, I believe, 76ers, hockey, whatever. And but now he's going to be the interim. He's going to help find someone. If not, he's going to, and then you still got Elton Brand in the gym. You should have let him go too. I don't know who Elton Brand is screwing. I don't know whose wife he's screwing or somebody, but he's doing a really good job because he's keeping his job. And he should have been right out the door with Darryl. I hate Elton Brand. I really do. And some 76 fans are thinking he should get this opportunity, but I think he's a main culprit of why we're in this position.
I just kind of envision him having an office at the end of a hallway, and nobody kind of goes down there. And he's just doing something. Nobody really knows what he does.
Nobody knows what he does. Because if Darryl Morey is making all the decisions, what is the GM doing? The GM, and what happened to that title? I feel like
even when they like they bring in a new employee, like they don't even walk him down to office to hey, this is Elton.
No, Elton just randomly sees him in the break room.
Yeah.
But
they keep bringing in all these new faces. What's going on?
But Elton aside, what happened to because back in the day it was like the GM was the GM, and somewhere this president of basketball operations got mixed in, and that is the actual GM.
I was when you said that he was Myers was going to be the president, I was kind of why not GM? But yeah, I don't know.
Somewhere along the line, I think that's maybe a Juan question. Juan may know.
He may know, but I think a lot of things become like trendy. Yeah. And it's kind of like, hey, we've got a GM, but they got a GM and a director of basketball. Maybe we should have one of those guys. It's just like, but copycat again, at the end of the day, probably too many people to make a decision.
That too.
You got to have a singular vision.
Yeah, you do. You do. All right.
Too many hands in the pot, nothing gets done. Okay.
Right. Nobody.
There's my go for this segment. On a roll.
That's a good one.
Really
Nobody
coming on strong here. With this. In these subjects where one might have thought you'd be out of your depth, you continue to shine.
There you go. That's important.
I can swim.
You show your range. This is a Facebook post that caught my eye. Every once in a while, I bring these about. Jolene is our resident man hater, and she said, but she shares a post that says, "I got a question. If your spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, whoever, constantly touches you while you're dead asleep, like you're waking up out of your sleep to your private part being rubbed on, fingers in it, dangling almost in it, and when you notice you wake up every time saying stop for hours, I'm talking." 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. fighting a motherfucker to keep your pants and panties pulled up while you sleep, and it don't stop until you remove yourself. Ain't that rape?
What's her name? Lorena Bobbitt? So that's why you now are able to press charges against your husband.
Oh wow.
Her case did that, but yes, it is rape. If you're asleep, you cannot consent, and I wouldn't care if it's my husband or not. Now, if I don't care, then I don't care.
Right.
But if your wife does care, then you need to respect it. That is not your property. Even though we're going back, we're going back in time right now. We might be property in a little bit, but.
Right.
As of today,
in this brief window of time.
I
saw a thing though on Instagram that was in I can't remember the African country, but like it was a criminal offense to not provide sex to the husband if he wanted it.
I saw that too. I think I might have shared that. But yeah,
Bubba's got some fresh ideas.
Well, that might be coming over here. I don't know, but I'm not ready.
Africa, yeah.
You're not ready?
I'm not ready.
So when you're picking your leave the U.S. location,
I'm looking.
Yeah, but you can't go to that country.
I got to do some research.
We'll forward it to you so you're safe.
What I thought when I read this was, I said, I fully agree. Like, I respect that, what she was saying and all of that. But this is why I fully promote guys like having a side chick if this is their situation.
Whoa.
You just have to. Because like
that escalated quickly.
I was with this girl one time. That was the case, right? But not that I'm not trying to smash anybody while they're like sleeping, don't want it anyway. But I'm just saying like that was on the table. Also, like anytime like the period will come on, like it's no action at all. I'm saying no head, no hand jobs, nothing. Also, she would like hide lotion and oils from me, so I couldn't. Because she was
really?
What's the word I'm looking for?
Were you a serial masturbator?
No, but she wanted to control all of my nuts or whatever, for lack of better terms, if we have any young adults watching.
Sounds like abuse, but anyway.
And so,
Bubba was the victim.
Yeah, he was.
So what I'm saying is, you have when some of these things are your reality, that's when a side chick is, and you have to promote that because. Or else you're going to be in an unhappy situation, and maybe the situation's still going to be unhappy, but at least you're going to be happy, and that's what matters.
So okay, hold on. Do you tell them about the side chick, or do you?
Of course not, because then you won't be happy anymore.
Then you won't be happy.
The key to all of this is I have to be happy.
Oh my goodness.
I have to be happy.
This is what. But
Now you're happy because I'm not touching you while you sleep. I'm not bothering you while you're on your period. You're happy, right? You got what you want.
Okay, so let's reverse the roles. And I hate to do this because women do have sex drive, so I'm just going to switch it to
Are
something.
you one of them?
I'm not sharing. This isn't about me.
It remains about Bubba.
But if let's just say you're emotionally unavailable and that's just how you are, would you be cool with her having an emotional affair with another guy because she can't talk to you?
She probably will.
Probably will. So do you just err on the side of I'm not going to look for it? She can just do whatever she wants to do.
She's the prize, Bubba. You
She's
gotta keep
the
her.
prize.
I am so confused by your line of questioning. I don't even think in those realms of like that's not even like a thing.
I mean, it's like the same thing.
It's not the same thing. And
she's not fucking him. That's the difference.
Again,
Is
I
it
don't.
just an emotional friendship or no action?
Yeah, no action.
No action.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now you got me back. Okay, so no action.
But she just
nothing's wrong with that.
Bubba don't care.
Okay, so you don't care. Okay.
Bubba don't care.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not a guy who I don't like. Yeah, I don't check phones. I don't ask questions anyway. I don't do that. None of that foolishness.
As long as you suit up at game time, that's all that matters.
Come to practice too. That's important. Don't be Irish. Don't be Irish. You gotta come to practice. But yeah.
Right.
No, I don't care. But that's just like a girl having a guy friend anyway. What's the difference?
Well,
I mean, the
one
difference
that
is whether
I'm
they're
functioning.
smashing or not.
Well, they're not though. I mean, that's
In
just
her
this
scenario.
scenario.
That's a scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the scenario.
Not particularly realistic.
Yeah, because
Just relax.
once our mind is gone, our coochie might follow.
Yeah.
So you always have to be aware of
Cognizant
that.
of that.
That's why all these relationships are just exercises in stupidity.
It's a game. I won't call it an exercise of stupidity, but everything is a game.
Yeah, it's okay.
But like, why do you want a game?
Because that's life.
In life, you
There's
have to
no
play
way
the game.
around it
And
in every aspect.
It's ways around it, but there's limited ways around it. The masses, you have to play that game, and that's unfortunate.
Oh, it's very
It's very unfortunate,
Yeah.
but you have to, and that's that's the thing. But yeah, that's a small community where the games don't exist. I don't even want to be in that community. There's nothing I want out of that community. I wish the masses would adapt the laws of that community.
Wait, what community are we talking about?
Where anything goes. There are no relationships or marriages or.
You don't want to be
whatever.
part of that community?
Nah, I can't
Why
be a
not?
part of that community. I don't like.
I feel like you should.
I don't like the women that's in that community.
What's wrong with the women in the community?
There's just a little too passed around for my liking.
Oh,
A little too passed around for my liking.
So the less experience, the better for you.
I didn't say that. That's a ton of experience.
It's kind of Epstein Islandish.
The free will community, and I love them. I love the rules and laws. I wish the masses would adapt. What I'm saying is, the particular women that are in that small community space, they're and it's hard to really come across an attractive one that you would pay a bill for or whatever. It's tough to come across.
You are worthy of me paying a bill.
It's tough, man. It's tough, man. I've seen them. I've seen them.
Really? Do you have any photographic?
We need to see what this is.
I want to see these people.
I've seen these people.
Let me judge for myself.
That's
that's interesting. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
I just think at the end of the day, the game just eats everybody up.
Yeah, it does. It swallows you up and spits you out, and then you run right into another.
I'm about to say you get back on the
right
horse.
back in.
Get back in the game.
But okay, so you gotta have a side chick. You don't tell your chick that you're going to have a side chick. You let her be blissfully ignorant. That's your gift to her.
That's well, she's gifting me first, right? Of not giving any action in these circumstances. So that's the first gift.
Okay.
And then I'm a re-gifter, so I go and get a side chick, and that way, no way I'm not bothering her. She's not bothering me. I just don't see the problem.
I think when you're in a relationship and you weaponize the sex, it's never coming back.
Yeah.
If you're gonna withhold it or put conditions on it and those sort of things, now you're just in a negotiated separation.
Yeah, and you make it like a celebratory type of thing, like a.
Oh, you don't want coochie on Valentine's Day.
What I'm saying is, I don't want to have to wait until Valentine's Day. I don't want to have to wait until I do something good for you.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. If
that's
it's conditional, it's useless.
Conditional.
But aren't our relationships transactional at the end of the day?
That's why I always say y'all are prostitutes.
And I'm cool with it being put as bare minimum as that. But everything is transactional. I don't understand anybody who believes in Disney fairy tales. That shit does not. It's not reality. Everything. If I can't use you, what are you here for? That's in our working life. That is in our personal life. I think the only ones that don't have that type of tax on them is children, because they don't ask to be here. And even with that, there are some people that are transactional with their children. So
no, but children play a part in that too.
Well, okay.
But I mean, kids, pretty young, they start negotiating stuff with you, and it's just oh, can I get this and this, or if I do this,
but that's
all sorts of stuff.
I'm talking about as the parent down.
No, but I get it, but that unfortunately, that's how we all interact.
Society.
Yeah.
It's whether it's in a relationship, with sex involved, whether it's in a parental dynamic, or whatever. It just that's what it is, and I mean, when you stop and think about it, it's pretty depressing and cynical. When you just kind of go with the flow of it and accept it for what it is, then it's more manageable.
It's whatever. Like my niece sent me her report card today or something. She got a high grade on, and she wants money for it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I
already know this shit, girl.
I'm a cold believer. My niece, my grown, because I have two sisters, one older, one younger. So my oldest is the ones that have been through the program. I put them through a program. Like, I don't do holidays. I don't do any of that foolishness. I'm not giving you money just because you got good grades. You should want good grades. What are you doing? You know what I mean? If you flunk out, you flunk out, bitch. I don't. What do you want from me?
I didn't flunk out.
You know what I'm saying?
No, that is
so.
weird.
I create that program and I put them through that program. And if they graduate, great for them. But hopefully they learn something from it.
Yeah. No, I don't like monetizing basic accomplishments.
No.
It's just really a weird.
I just want to. If you need something, you need some shoes or something because you don't have any, or your shoes are worn out. Okay. I'm that type of person. You want a new purse or whatever, but I don't want to have to. I don't want to say, okay, I need some coochie today. Let me buy this purse, or let me offer to get her nails done or something.
I mean, you make us feel like you're taking away the femininity out of being a woman. Like, come on now.
I'm saying you can want that stuff, but I'm saying don't withhold the coochie for it. Don't exchange the coochie for it.
I mean, but you can make it juicier by just giving her a purse. Like, I don't get it.
I do it because it's the game.
But see, the thing with the game is, it's like, okay, if you take a girl away for a holiday or whatever, you're gonna get higher level sex than just.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. But honestly, part of it is you just think, look at it. It's like, okay, every time I want A game, I just have to spend a little money, and otherwise I get C game.
You get rewarded. You just get rewarded.
But you're not. But see, from the just spending money and buying some random thing and get rewarded over that, it's not really a reward. It's a tax.
That's just all how you want to frame it.
That's how you just resist us framing that.
I'm just going to say, you get better results when you put in a little bit more sweat equity.
That's not sweat equity though. That's not what that is. If you I don't know.
Whatever the girl.
If you have a genuine accomplishment and your woman celebrates that with you with A game sex, that's great. But if it's connected to getting some stupid bag that's going to be in the bottom of the closet for 3 weeks, like.
But see, we don't have to always attach it to money, though. So, like, you might have a girl that doesn't really care about bags, right? You might have one that just wants to inconvenience you. And the more you let her inconvenience you, the more you turn her on. Like, that's not current.
That's crazy. That's also crazy. That's
I'm just saying it's different.
No, I know. That's crazy.
It's just a different
that's crazy.
categories of type of women that you have.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know.
That's just crazy.
Will you drop everything that you doing right now to come see me? Oh my God, you're gonna have A1 sex tonight. Like that type of
that's
stuff.
crazy. That's just crazy. Oh, you and your little commercial.
Oh yeah.
So is that are you more of a bad girl or an inconvenience person?
I'm an inconvenience person.
Really?
Yeah. Like if you're not accommodating me, but you'll spend money on me, then I am going to look at it like this is straight up transactional, and you want a prostitute, and then I'm gonna put you in that mindset where you're not a potential husband or anything. Okay. You're just somebody that just wants to pay to play.
But what's the motivation in your perspective of the inconvenience? Like what's that all about?
Oh, what is it about? I think it's just like I don't want to go too deep in front of everybody, but it has more so to do with personal traumas and stuff like that as to why that speaks to me more than a bag.
I got you.
Okay? So, like, it's very individual about who you're dealing with.
Right, I got you. Okay, I see that. Okay. That's funny, though.
Commercial.
No, yeah, because I can't load it up on there, so... What I'll do is I'll just have my editor on the back end, so
a freestyle commercial.
A few people who are watching live won't understand, but social media will. Can you find it here? I thought that was another good conversation there.
I enjoyed it.
Of course.
Alrighty, so my good friend Snap Juice God. Oh snap! It's a poetry and pajamas. He's throwing a good event, a great event, Saturday, May 30th. Okay, doors open at 8, show starts at 8:30. And let me tell you something here, man. Devery is one of the best poets in the game. I've seen him 1,000 times. All right, and Bo Ellis is also going to be there. He's very interesting, funny, all of that good stuff. It's going to be in Longwood. You're going to see, you're going to see it put up there, the flyer there. It's just going to be one of the best events.
Where in Longwood?
The address is on there, but it's off of Ronald Reagan Boulevard.
Okay.
You're talking about A1 food, some of the best poetry in the game. Okay, and then also, it's a fun little theme, man. Pajama theme. You gotta love it. It's gonna bring some of the women out for your singles, and then also, you could bring your significant other out as well, of course.
What if you're not a pajama person? You're a sleep naked person.
Well, I would say come as you are, but you're gonna need to have some clothes on. Okay, but these poets here, they can talk you out of your clothes here, especially Mr. Dev there, man. He's good. All right, but it's going to be a game night after the poets go up as well. So it's just going to be a fun event. Check it out. Right now they have the early bird tickets for $10. Then it's going to go up from there. So you want to make sure you get your tickets early. I'll put that information up as well, man.
Are they going to play Twister like Michael Jackson?
I don't know how to answer that.
Okay.
I just heard "just beat it" in my head just now. I don't know why.
Did you watch the movie yet?
I saw the movie.
I haven't.
So I haven't watched it.
I enjoyed
it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was fun.
Yeah, I'm kind of waiting until it hits my free streaming site.
Yeah, it doesn't delve into like dark stuff. Like the main dramatic, element is the relationship with the dad.
Okay,
and kind of that, that's kind of the main thing. It doesn't go into the, a lot of the other stuff, and when you really think about it, it's pretty light on even just some of the dynamics with management, record companies, and things of that nature. It kind of touches on a few things, but doesn't go in much depth on it. But it was enjoyable because, the music's amazing, and for me, like I just love like Jackson 5 Michael Jackson, like the stuff, the way he sang as a kid was just crazy. Mm-hmm. Most of the time when you hear even a talented young person sing like an adult song, they don't have like the life experience or the grit to make it feel authentic, and somehow he did. Like I don't know how that.
You
Maybe
think you enjoy that version of Mike better than older Mike? You think?
Yeah, just from
You do?
vocally
Just
and
vocal,
just the way he could just sing these songs and like they felt authentic, and he's like a 10-year-old kid. Like,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Who are we missing as far as like who would you want to see next? A biopic on next? Like who that we haven't seen yet? Like not a redo. We don't get many great ones in the sports scene.
Biopics,
right? We don't get many great ones.
I'm trying to think.
We got the baseball one. We got
baseball.
We got
Jackie.
42.
Jackie. We got Jackie.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I think they have Babe too. Babe.
Yeah, they had Babe Ruth. They did.
But what about football and basketball?
I'm trying to think.
Dion will get one.
I don't
think
know.
so. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. Almost
As
don't
much
see-
ruckus as he's. Oh, hold on. I gotta remember where we are today.
He got some.
Maybe.
He got some. He got some
Not.
stories, but I don't know. I mean, but like that's. But even not just in the sports space. I'm just saying. Period. Like who would you?
Yeah, I'm trying to think because what we end up with in sports though is that they do like whether it's like 30 for
Teams,
30.
yeah.
But like even on the individual level, they do like they did a Dion piece from back in the day. It was like a 30 for 30, and talked about him with the baseball and the
Falcons
football and
yeah,
all
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like you kind of get a lot of that stuff like that just kind of comes like kind of organically, but not in like a biopic with an actor type of thing. I mean, you had Will Smith played Ali, and
Like why we haven't gotten a Wilt one?
A what?
Wilt Chamberlain.
There was that weird.
They had a show about Wilt. There was a series.
There was an animated thing about Wilt, but then there was another odd movie I watched late at night one time, and it was like Wilt almost just the Kansas years.
Okay.
And his experience there, and it was like largely, I think it was like black and white or something. It was like really almost like an artsy thing.
But he's an
But
interesting
who's
guy.
the sports icon though? Like a icon.
You got Jordan.
But you had The Last Dance.
That's not even. But see, that's what I'm talking about. A biopic.
But I'm saying like you don't get biopics because you have that content.
And I think that's. I don't think that's right. Or I think
You
they
prefer a
I think they're
biopic?
leaving. Yeah.
Really?
These biopics are good, man. Like I come away when I watch the really good ones, the Jamie with Ray, Will with Muhammad Ali. When I watch your guy with the baseball with 42, like I come away like, damn, these guys did such a great job. And then there's always like these interesting stories in between that you didn't know or you.
You had a.
And with Jordan, there's so much with the dad.
You
with
had Jesse.
gambling.
You had Jesse Owens.
Jesse Owens, that's another good one.
That was a good one, yeah.
That was a good one. You see what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah,
like those biopics.
I guess you could see, like, yeah.
And I rather watch a biopic over a 30 for 30 because 30 for 30s are specific.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
specific to a certain time, like a certain thing, like the Last Dance, like this last group. Like
But The Last
there's
Dance
so
was what-
much to enjoy, and it was more team.
But Last
oriented.
Dance was like 8 or 10 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was
But then to
pretty
put
deep.
his life
But it
into
wasn't
a
just
biopic,
Jordan.
I don't know.
It wasn't just Jordan.
Yeah,
It was
it had
there.
the other
It was
guys.
all of
It was largely Jordan, but yeah.
But that's one of them. Like I said, Wilt Chamberlain, Jordan. I mean, basketball wise.
The other problem you have, especially with like freakish people like Wilt and Mike, like who can act like that? Like who's believable? That you can
Look at the Lakers series that we liked.
Yeah.
Like the guy who played Kareem, like that was good. Like he was off-putting. He did a great job.
But that I didn't consider that like a biopic.
But I'm saying he could have.
like,
Like if you wanted Kareem, because Kareem is another guy. He's not an icon, but he's interesting like figure.
Yeah, for sure.
That was a superstar in the NBA.
Yeah,
because he
yeah.
has that. He's weird and all that.
It's weird.
And Magic, the guy who played Magic was real good. And Magic is an icon.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can make a biopic about Magic. All the
I
chicks he
don't know.
smashed, getting AIDS, basketball.
But in 2.5 to 3 hours.
Oh no, that was a show.
Yeah, it was a show.
That was
yeah,
a show.
that was a show.
That's
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
I
that
guess.
was a
I guess
show.
part of my argument is whether it's a like a Last Dance thing or even it's like that other thing. You're like the format gives you so much more time than to compress it into 2.5 hours or whatever to make it like a screen-worthy movie. I guess that's the problem because you'll always. I mean, the reality is some of these guys' lives are so complex and everything. That you're like, you'll end up watching and be like, oh, but we didn't even talk about that. We didn't talk about that. Like, whatever,
What about entertainment space? Like I like the Bob Marley one, and then I like
was
how
good,
the
yeah, Bob
Jamaicans
Marley's
came
good.
out. Was like, oh, they
Yeah.
appreciated how they got close to the accent and all of that.
Yeah. The who was I was just thinking of one? Damn.
You can't think of one, Sid?
For an actor that deserves a biopic?
Just a star in entertainment or sports space, that you would like to see a biopic on, that you think would be interesting. You know what I mean?
I would actually like to see a biopic on Jamie Foxx. You don't like that?
I just don't think he's worthy of that. I just think that you gotta be on a certain level for somebody to take time to push money into telling your story. Like, what did you really do?
I legitimately think he's one of the most talented people to ever be in Hollywood.
I mean, yeah, he can move around, definitely versatile, but what did he do? I don't know. I think that the Wayans brothers, one of them.
I hate those motherfuckers.
Keenan,
the family. I think the family.
Yeah, the family as a whole.
The family deserves.
The family as a whole, maybe.
I can't take them.
Dang.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing I can think about.
I like that as a family, not neither
just
one individually.
But everybody, because that is a conglomerate. I don't know, like everybody is good.
Yeah,
as fuck.
Yeah, that's
at what their crafts are.
That just never happened before.
A whole family. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, the Jackson 5, but still.
Not all of them. Not all of them was at the level of.
Yeah, because everybody forgot about Reby. Nobody knows.
I don't even know who Reby is.
She's the oldest daughter. Like, I think she's the oldest kid, and she had a music career too.
Did she?
Yes.
In the Jacksons?
Not in the 5, but.
Oh, that's green as hell. Why they ain't put her in the 5?
She was a girl.
But she wasn't as big as Janet or LaToya.
So Janet wasn't in the 5 either?
No.
See,
and neither was
it was
LaToya.
just the 5.
I'm showing my
the 5 was all the brothers.
Yeah.
And then you had the her girl, and then Janet was young, and Reba was, or not Reba, LaToya. She was in there, but she wasn't part of that. You know. No, it was different. I don't know. I mean, I guess it just kind of like that, with a biopic, it's just, does it interest you? Do you want to know what happened with that? Like, I've always found the Wayans family super corny, and so it's like not really entertaining for me. Like,
yeah,
I'm
not a Marlon guy, but
I don't like Marlon or Sean.
I do think that family is
corny.
super talented, but yeah, I'm not a Marlon guy.
I mean, like, for me, I respect the accomplishment of their success.
Yeah,
but I don't enjoy it because I don't enjoy their content.
Yeah,
that's my thing.
I got you.
I mean, R. Kelly's a guy.
R. Kelly's a guy.
Yeah, he's gonna have something.
He's a guy.
He's had about 4 docuseries.
Now you gotta hit what you gotta hit.
Yeah.
Even P. Diddy is a guy.
I don't think
but it's too soon. Way too soon.
Yeah.
Nah, the R. Kelly biopic would have to. That's what I'm saying. Or you don't do it at all.
I don't know.
I know what you're saying.
You know,
just like the Michael Jackson thing. But with R. Kelly, it's just more. It's louder. It's like
I think
it's just louder.
And that's why I think like the other formats are better for touching
those type
things.
of things.
You know.
Yeah. I understand what you're saying.
On that.
The last thing I wanted to touch, and maybe it's just a statement or to say, but of course, on Friday, Drake dropping the album, and it's funny because when you see, I call it in my brain, like, it's a storm coming, like all of a sudden you see all of these things happening. Now, first of all, he's having one of the greatest rollouts in hip hop history. He's really nailing the rollout. Now you got to nail the album, right? We haven't heard any other songs, but like you could just see, like, you got the people that he was beefing with. Like all of a sudden now you got Rick Ross coming out and saying, "Yeah, I would love to see Drake do well." Like, shut your ass up, man. And then you got all of a sudden Kendrick's last album and song vanishes off of the platforms. You got all of his known enemies in the media space, Charlemagne and all of these guys who shitted on him. They're like, becoming celebratory before anyone has heard like a single song. It's like when a hurricane is coming to Florida, you go in the store, all the water is gone.
I was thinking of a tsunami where the water kind of
recedes back into the ocean.
Yeah. It's just people. Yeah. I'm just saying people are clearing the way for this thing, and he has to deliver. But I have full faith that he will. I think.
But
it's
what
gonna
do
be good.
what do you think is creating that storm? Are they like kind of moving money around and making these people do stuff?
No, I think they know what he's capable of. I think they know he's going to be a #1 album without the backing of the label, and that's very important because he becomes a free agent after this, and no one in the history of music does numbers without a major label backing. That's just the way things are.
Yeah.
But he's going to become my guess and my anticipation is he's going to become the first one that does it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And that's just going to change how music does. And these big record label execs and all of that, they're, of course, 1,000% rooting against that because that'll cut into their pockets tremendously. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's a very important. That's just aside from the music. Like, again, the main thing is always the main thing. He's going to have to deliver. You know what I'm saying? So you'll see. We'll see on Friday. We shall see. All right. See it. Appreciate you coming in.
As always.
Love it here. Yay. Thanks for having me.
Catch you guys next week.
All right.
From the Sunshine State, the great state of Florida, and what does your Uncle Charlotte always say? The craziest people in America come from the Bronx and